Hey guys!
Hey, what's up?
What's up? I mean, we met at the pet store, right? We had to pick something out.
Yeah, we want to fish, but let's see.
I don't know.
Wow, these take a lot of work to clean out the filters.
Yeah.
You're right. All right.
Yeah, you really got to think about what fish go with other fish. They can get aggressive.
Yeah. All right.
Let's pick something else.
Yeah. All right, let's go this way. Oh my gosh, you are so adorable.
Oh, that's so cute.
Big no. I'm allergic, so canceled.
Okay. All right. Well, we could try something over here.
Okay.
You know what? I think the reptiles are the best because like they can be kept in a smaller enclosure.
Yeah, of
They're
course.
really interesting to look at. Look at
I
that.
think I want this chameleon.
Yeah. Oh wow.
All right, let's see. How to take care of a chameleon.
If we're gonna buy a chameleon, we should probably get the cage and all the stuff that we need to take care of it.
I think this is a pretty good package.
Yeah, it got everything.
Has everything, has the lighting, food, everything that we need. All right, let's get it.
Small, there's large.
Yeah.
Like what are we gonna do?
Bird is still small, so we should get him the small crickets, and it's best that we get them from PetSmart because they grow them on
Farms where there's no pesticides. Yeah, it's definitely the safest.
Alright, so we need a little container for our crickets. This is where we feed them, grow them, make them look all cute. So we need a paper towel for the substrate, just to give them a little cushion. And then we need lettuce, just so they can eat. So we're gonna open this up.
Little tip, if you just give them water, they'll drown in it. So we have to add this cricket quencher gelatin so they don't drown.
Okay, here's the lettuce. Here you go. And they eat it. So we want to give the crickets a calcium supplement, and this one will be used every day. And then you want to give them this calcium supplement, but it has D3 in it, and this will be used every other week.
So when you don't use that one, you're gonna have to use this every other week.
That's like their multivitamins.
Yes.
All right.
Wait, I'm blowing my nose.
I'm zooming in.
Okay, so in the wild they have the sun that helps strengthen their bones and like help them grow. But since obviously they're not, we're just putting some of this calcium on them. So sprinkle a little.
They're recording.
They're running around, as you can see. And then you're just gonna shake them in there so that it gets all over their bones and their body.
You might be wondering why I'm doing this, but we can't just give chameleons just a bowl of water because they're not going to be attracted to that. So once we spray water in their cage, they're attracted to the water droplets, so they can consume the water.
It replicates a tropical theme.
Alright, so this is the thermometer for the cage. We want it to be around 60 to 70 degrees so that the chameleon doesn't overheat or become too cold. And then this is the humidity. So it's supposed to be around 70 to 80 degrees again. So once again, just to make sure that it's in the proper conditions for living.
He's hiding right now, but there he is. He likes to kind of blend in with some of the colors around here, but his color changing really has to do with his emotions. Contrary to popular belief, he doesn't change just to blend in. So the chromatophores on his skin change his pigment.
Ew, I really don't want to put these crickets in the cage right now.
Okay, well I can help you.
Thanks.
So what you want to do, you want to gently get them in your hand. You're welcome, by the way. You don't want to spill some of the calcium, but anyway, you get one, grab him, or her, and you kind of can just place it in there because he likes to hunt. It actually makes him feel like he's, you know, in the wild. That's good.
Along with the crickets, chameleons can also eat fruit, so like they can have a little bit of bananas, strawberries, and other things like that. So that gives them a variety of things to eat other than crickets. Although we need 70 degrees, we also have 2 lamps. We have one blue light to mimic the sun, and then the other UVV light to give them more calcium.
All right, so what we need to do is that we need to simulate the environment of a tropical area. So what we have here is like lots of branches, lots of leaves, just to make them feel at home. Something like this, a vase with flowers that don't look natural, probably won't be suitable for their environment just because it doesn't feel like they're at home. So we just want to keep everything brown and green just to make them feel like they're at home. All right, so here's the veiled chameleon. It's also called the Yemen chameleon. This type of species is most owned by people because they're the most docile and they're pretty friendly. So here's a little close-up.
Bird's head is shaped like a triangle, and that's because when water travels down his head, it gives it more of a filter to get into his mouth. Right here I have an aquarium, and over here is a screen cage. It is best to use the cage and not the aquarium because it can lead to respiratory infections, and it will be harder for the chameleon to breathe. Whereas if you use a cage, it'll be better, plus the environment is a lot more like their own. Let's talk about room placement. So you want to have your cage next to an outlet because these lights right here use high wattage. And we want natural light too because it gives that environment feel again. And you also want to be considerate of the noise pollution. So you don't want to have too much noise because then it'll be distracting to your chameleon. If you are going to college, it's probably not a good idea to bring your chameleon because you need this size of a cage or larger. And they live up to 8 years for lifespan. When you go to bed and when it starts getting dark outside, you can go ahead and turn off the light. You may think that your chameleon is lonely at times, but it's best not to get another chameleon or animal after they're a month old. Male chameleons live 2 years longer than female chameleons. They tend to be bigger and they have more color. Which does not need cleaning right now, but if you were to, you do spot cleaning. And if you were to clean all of it, you would take everything out and spray it down, and that would take around a couple of hours. So it takes a lot of work to get all clean, but you do want to give him a healthy environment. So chameleons also have shedding seasons. They will shed for a period of time, and you do not have to worry about that. That's what they naturally do. They would either scrape it off by a branch or they'll rub it off themselves. But it's nothing to be worried about. It will be white flakes on their bodies. And sometimes if they refuse to eat, that means that they're shedding and they're just going through that period where they just don't want to be bothered with.